Just an update on the transmission. The first cold day, it's probably in the 50s, and 208 versus 235. So my attempt to keep the tranny coolers working with the large pan and the external cooler. Okay. All right, we're taking up the land speeder. This is my 98 1500 series Dodge truck, two-wheel drive, and I keep getting check engine lights, and I keep having to repair a bunch of wiring. Right here was the last repair. When I went on vacation up to Washington, I set a trap and I put it on the frame, and that's what's left. I caught a little rodent, but my check engine light's on again. It runs fine, but we're gonna have to check this out. This truck sits for weeks and weeks. It's feeling a little air conditioning. All right, just came down the 5-mile section. I want to check and see. Oh yeah, well that could be a problem. All right, let's head up and start building this building. Today is day one of turning this storage space into a room. First things first, gotta clear it out, gotta clean it up. All right, we got her pretty cleaned out here. I'm gonna put my tool bench over there with all my tools because there's a light there. There's a bunch of plugs to plug in all the cordless stuff. This is all the stuff I'm keeping over here. Gotta go through that. These tires are gonna all be gone, and then that pile over there, the construction pile, will go in a dumpster soon. The guy that had the shop before, he built a walkway. This is right where the kitchen is. He came through here. He built a wall right here. You could see it. And then he hooked it left, and then he hooked it right through that door. So this was a tiny bedroom in here, and then they had a big closet back there. But what we're going to do different is we're not building any walls in here. We are going to build one huge room out to that beam with a door to the garage over there, because this is where the 220 is. So let's get to building. All right, here's the big progress. Let's take a look. So you'll come out of here, the walls will all come out and go left because this has to remain exposed to the garage area. That's the 220. And then the wall will go here across. This is where the original wall was. Trying to give you like an extra 4 feet minus that little corner. So I still have to do all the fire block in there. And then there's a little gap on top I'm gonna fix, and I'm gonna nail that off. And then when I come back up, I'll do this whole wall right here. All right, so step 1 has begun.
Several days later.
We're gonna get you set up properly so I could work on that framing today. All right, you guys, hey, today we are back working on what I call the warehouse building. And that's the building I bought 2 years ago. Kept you guys informed in several videos the last few years. And the bummer thing is that it sat for 2 years. I didn't do much but put a couple doors in it. As you know, in the last video, my son and his wife and our grandbaby are moving back down from Washington. And we decided to turn half of that into a landing pad for them and a future cabin for me and Mama. So I'm headed up right now. I'm gonna try to get at least one of the major walls done today. So I'm basically taking 320 square feet, trying to turn it into almost 900 is what I've come up with. So let's get up the hill and get to work.
Out here in Australia because they run the S. And obviously Australia is a pretty big market for supercrossing. They're all you got a rock meter to pay Paul.
I got 0.
Oh, that's right.
How much did you get?
Something reeks in here, man. Oh, it smells like a dead body. It's over here somewhere. Oh, my brand new floor, disgusting. That's gross. This thing stunk to high heaven in this place. And getting rid of the carpet, changing out the floors has done a miracle, but this just bums me out, man. The rat just juiced out right here.
Yes, there were people using that coast, but like coming in, it wasn't like you were crushing it. You had to. Before I got to the I should have, and just putting it together was another thing, so.
Well, you're on 450 when I was there, but then dropping back down to 2.
Much you guys can see on whatever TV or wherever you want to watch, but it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it seems like they really take the lead with like
between.
yeah. What was the old
All right, back up here again today after work. Been here about 4 hours. I got that all done, nailed off, fire blocked, reinforced. Got that first part of the wall up right there. Let's see. So I started on this side instead of this side because I was going to put the door to the garage right here. So you come through the arch, you can go into the garage right there, and then this will all be finished. So I left this open so I could just frame the door in when I get the door. And then this will come back. I'll build a new wall back to here, right where this drywall starts. So this whole thing will be enclosed right here. And then we'll refinish all this drywall. We'll sand it, scrape it, sand it, paint it so it looks really nice. Get you a couple more of these beautiful light fixtures for in here. But I ran out of 2x4s that were straight. So I'll continue the fire block and this one, and that'll be it for the night. And I'll update you tomorrow as I'll be back over here.
Well, and that was like a religious guy. Just yes, we want to walk in holiness of what Jesus did and what the outcome is. So beautiful. Yeah. You know,
I came over here for just an hour so I could get all of the fire block put in place. Got the got the window, got the wall straight. Man, getting this sucker shoved in at the bottom and straight at the top, and then I've got it pinned to that beam. So, because there's no wood above that top plate, so that'll hold the wall in place. And then I have a drill coming so I could drill into the concrete and anchor the bottom of that wall with these concrete screws right here. So just a little bit of progress. Tomorrow I'm going to grab some wood and we'll finish that wall and we're gonna frame in the door. All right, it's a late night dropping off that trailer. My storage lot closes at 7. 6:56, dropping off that trailer. Oh, 6:57, we better hurry up. We gotta get out of here. All right, we made it. It's a late night. Trying to work all day, dump tires, build a house. Let's get out of here. Watch this. Do you want to go? Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go for a walk? Are you having fun in your playpen? Be free! Be free! Be free! What are you doing in here? Are you messing? Hey, come on! Almost got yourself squashed. Are you messing up my carpet? All right, let's go for a walk. Come on, come on.
Like and subscribe.